I didn't quit helping. I quit clinical culture. Hey y'all, welcome back to Between a Hot Mess and a Therapist, your not so typical self-help podcast for high responsibility helpers who are tired of pretending they are fine. I'm your host, Shauna Lovin, a seasoned therapist, Texas LPC supervisor, 3-5 emotional projector, and a total tree-hugging auntie rebel who believes healing can be natural, of course, with compassion and a little cussing. If you're watching on YouTube, listening in your car, hiding in the bathroom at work, or staring at your ceiling at 2 a.m., baby, I already know what kind of week you're having. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfy, and let's dive in. So one day I'm in the bathroom washing my hands with that industrial pink soap that smells like punishment. You know what I'm talking about. And then I dried them on those paper towels that feel like fucking sandpaper. Yeah. So I'm staring at myself in the mirror like, who is she? Not the cute identity crisis kind of thing. It was more like my nervous system is holding me hostage kind of thing. And then I realized, oh, fuck, I am the hostage. And the sick part about all this is I still need to walk back into the room, be the steady one, be the regulated one, the professional one, and the one with the calm voice making other people feel safe, while my own body is quietly tapping out behind the scenes. And if you're in your car listening to this in the break room, in the bathroom, or staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., I'm just going to assume that you're one of us, you know, a helper, healer, a high responsibility person, human. Yeah, you know who you are. And we've all been trained either silently or explicitly, somewhere in there, to become less of a human in the sake of being good. So no, we're not going to do that anymore. I did not quit helping. I quit disappearing on myself. Today is more like a manifesto. It's the line in the sand. It's me saying out loud what a lot of you are whispering to yourself in your head. I can't keep living this way. I'm not here to make you better at grinding through your life with a nicer playlist or a cute water bottle. I'm here to help you stay human. From your first client to your first burnout, whatever that is. From your first, I love this work, to your first, I hate everyone and need 7 to 10 business days of silence. I need you to pull up a chair today. So here's the truth that no one really wants to tell helpers. Burnout is not always a personal failure. A lot of the time, it's an inaccurate nervous system response that you get in an environment that asks you to override yourself for the sake of living. And some of y'all are so good at overriding yourself, people think that you're quote unquote fine. Let me tell you, you are not fucking fine. You are over functioning, and you're just functioning in a place where you just trying to get through your day. And there's a difference between functioning and then being human. Functioning is when you show up, you do the thing, you get the praise, you pay the bills, and you just keep it together. While your body's saying like, hey babe, I am not consenting to this pace anymore. Let's have a meeting about that. And you're trained to interrupt that message as a weakness instead of the wisdom your body is trying to give you. So let me be your messy middle auntie for a second, okay? Your exhaustion is not a character flaw. It might be some form of grief. It might be chronic overgiving. It might be your body screaming because it hasn't felt real or safe in years. So clinical culture will take everything you have and call it ethics. It will reward you for disappearing. It will clap for your burnout and call your collapse resilience. It will hand you a certificate and a caseload and a script for how you're supposed to sound and feel. And the second you deviate, you're the unprofessional one. You're too emotional. You're too much. You're too human. And if you're ever praised for how much you can tolerate, sweetheart, that wasn't a compliment. That was just a warning label. So here's what I'm declaring out loud as a clinician who is not interested in training robots. We are not training robots. We are training humans. And if you're early in your career, like an associate, a resident, a new teacher, a new medic, whatever version of this newness that you think, I'm new and I'm already tired, this is what I want you to hear. Your sensitivity is not a liability. Your emotional range is not unprofessional. Your humanity is not something you need to polish off so that you can fit into this broken system that we have. So yes, we build skill, we build ethics, we build discernment for sure. But we do not build it in a way where you are erasing yourself as a person, as a human being, because your body is not a side quest at all. If you're living from this neck up place, like thinking, pushing, performing, and your body is going to start speaking much louder. It's the jaw pain, the gut issues, the tight chest, the numbness, the tired but wired feeling, you're irritable at every fucking body, and the urge to disappear after work. That is not sabotage. That is all information. That is the nervous system doing its job and waving the red flag like, ma'am, we cannot keep pretending, right? And your environment matters more than what you've been taught. I've said it before. The room, the lights, the sounds, the policy, the pace, the commute, the microaggressions, the we're the family here nonsense bullshit that they put out, the constant demand that we need to be the steady one. The environment shapes our nervous system. And then we act surprised when we're all fried and tired, right? So no, healing isn't just about self-care. It's the reality of care. What is the environment doing to my body? And why am I asking my body to tolerate that shit? Okay, so listen. Slow is not laziness. Slow is regulated. Some of y'all have been moving at a survival speed so long that stillness feels like danger. Quiet feels like you're about to get in trouble. Rest feels like guilt. That's not your personality, babe. That is some form of conditioning. And when we do not heal through performative wellness, like the self-care checklist that they tell us we need to do. If your healing only exists so that you can keep functioning for the machine, that is not healing. It's just maintenance. It's you becoming a better tool. And I'm not interested in making you a better tool. I'm interested in making you more of an intact person. And here's the one thing that's going to make people flinch. Hear me here. You don't want to quit the field because I know that's what you're thinking. You want to quit the version of you that has to die in order to survive in this broken system. I want you to say that with your chest. You don't want to stop helping. You want to stop being used up like some old tire. You want to allow, or you want to be allowed to have the space to be human. I know what you're thinking. Shauna, what do I do about this? I'm not going to give you a checklist because the checklist is part of what got you here in the first place, right? I want you to know this is just notice. Notice what happens when your body, when you hear me say, you don't have to earn rest. Do you soften? Do you get mad? Do you bargain? After this note, after this shift, after this season, like what happens? The reaction is just a map. It's information. If your body clenches up when you imagine slowing down, your nervous system has learned slowing down wasn't safe. If you feel guilt when you imagine saying no, your nervous system has learned love equals performance. There's nothing wrong with you. Something trained you, whatever that is. And this is where human design, I'm going to say it again, can be helpful. It's not a personality quiz. It's not a cage, but it's the language for your energy integrity. Some of y'all are not built to output nonstop. Some of y'all are built to guide, attune, direct, not generate endlessly. So your job isn't to become harder. Your job is to become more accurate in your energy flow and in energy integrity. So with your yes, your no, your pace, your environment, and your season, you need to become more accurate in that space. This is how we live in the messy middle. We're not here to be used up and just thrown away like shit don't matter. And I know that you're not fully who you are yet, but I want you to understand that the work that we do, we have to take care of ourselves first before you can take care of others. If burnout isn't just too much work, but too much self-betrayal, we're just betraying ourselves constantly if you continue to live in that space. So until next time, I want you to go regulate and not ruminate. That's how we get rid of the clinical culture. All right, my loves, that's another episode in the books, and I'm out. Now, I need you to go drink some water, touch some grass, get a sip of sunlight, take a pause, and stop acting like your nervous system is optional. And yes, you are basically a houseplant with complicated emotions. If you needed this today, tell me about it, tell me what landed, hit follow, and send this to the I'm fine friend who is absolutely not fine, and you know who I'm talking about. And if you want to work with me, everything you need is linked in the show notes because Auntie doesn't do energy sucking DMs. Okay, love you. Bye.